and welcome to my Playhouse. And today I'm gonna do an unboxing video of a oops. Oh, and I have a visitor. This is Chino. I'm watching him. It's my brother's dog, and my brother is on vacation, and I get to watch the dog. So, but I have this oops, and it's an APC, American Power Conversion. I don't know. And it's brand new. And then again, it's not brand new. It has never been outside of the box, but it has been in the box for a while. I got this from work. The guy that takes care of these things has had it in his position since he started back in 2009, I think. And he's just been moving it around, and now he was tired of moving it around, and it has never been used. So I got to haul it away. Let's see what's in it. Made in India. And it's an SUA 2200 RMI2U. And there's not really any date there. It might be on the other side. No, I was not able to find any date on it, so let's open it. The box has been opened, but the oops should never have left the box, and everything is really nicely packed in here. So this is what it looks like. Oh. There's even some kind of a test certificate right there. And there's a lot of nice things here. I even got a little clock here. The front panel of the oops with the APC. And these things are very heavy. Display, put that aside, and the bag of manual and stuff. No date on that either. I'm really curious on when this was made. Maybe it's on the test certificate. Oh, yeah, it is. This was tested the 5th. Oh, it's probably the other way around. The 1st of May 2006. So it has been sitting in a box ever since. Oh, so that's a long time. So I have no idea if this will be good for anything. It's still heavy, and there's the mounting brackets. The batteries are on the back side. Oh, and more cables. And another piece of paper. Yeah. And that's the packets list, and the date is right here. The case was packed the 6th of 6th. That's kind of funny, right? 60606. And we have cables for countries all over the world. Don't know where this is from. Maybe England, maybe. German cable. And this is the regular oops cables. I think we'll just put them back in the back. And where you would normally just throw away the different country cables. The plugs in the other end of these are kind of special, so instead of throwing these out, it's a good thing just to detach this and put on another plug, because these are pretty difficult to get. Here is the front of it, and the batteries are not plugged in. They're just there's a battery clips thing here that goes over here and plugs in, but it very clearly says on this piece of tape, see the manual. So I found the manual over here, and we might as well have a look in the back, see what at least what came back in 2006. We're gonna look at that. Oh, wouldn't you know, a USB cable. And it's a rather interesting one. It comes with a network connection in the other end, so apparently that probably goes back here. Yeah, it has a USB connection on the back. Too bad, I rather had seen a network connection. And there is some very heavy duty mounting brackets, probably to go on the side of it, in the front. And there is some loose screws and probably something for mounting the device. And there's a serial connection. It's a serial, it's a male and a female, so it's probably to lengthen it. And there's something about warranty. I think this device might be outside of warranty by a lot. It could be funny to go on the internet and register it. Yeah, maybe not that funny. There's the safety guide. Let's have a look in that. Probably broken most of these rules. There is like one man not over less than 18 kilograms, two men 18 to 32 kilograms, three men 32 to 55 kilograms, and over 55 kilograms use a truck. This is mostly for the pure, okay, it's in multiple languages. It's in, let's see what this is in. It's in English, and it's in French, Spanish, Portuguese, Deutsch, Italian, Swedish, Norwegian, Turkish, the Netherlands, Bulgaria, my god, I have no idea. Polish, Hungary, Czech, have no idea, have no idea, have no idea, have no idea, and Indonesia, no Danish, how rude. Software installation instructions. Comes with software for Novel NetWare, Sun Solaris and Linux, and Windows 2000 and Windows 2003. Very nice. I'll probably be able to find some nice newer software releases online. And here is how it's mounted in the rack. That's very nice and handy. That's a really weird paper format. Is that like a... I've never seen that before. And there's an envelope, and that's probably for the registration. There's a CD, PowerChute, Business Edition Basic, and a Smart-UPS user manual. And there's a paper edition. I will lay down and have a look at this. It's not that long because it's in multiple languages, so it stops right there because I'm not able to read French. So I'm just gonna look at the English version, which is these few pages, and I'm gonna see why the dog is acting now. Well, I've been looking in the manual and I didn't really find anything about plugging in this battery thing down there. So I think I'm just gonna be one of those idiots that gets a thing and plugs it into wall power, even though this battery is old as hell. So let's be a real fool and just plug this in. And make sure we got a good picture if this does all kinds of funny stuff. And it's plugged in. I'm gonna turn on the power to it. Well, then the manual says that we're gonna press the on button. Okay. That was too easy. Oh, what a shocker. It's not satisfied with the battery. I didn't see that one coming. Oh, okay. It blew a fuse and there's coming smoke out of the back. Can we see that? Yeah, it's smoking. I think I better turn it off. Well, I unplugged it. I'm gonna unplug this as well. And I'm gonna see if I can see what smoked inside of it. Oh, very nice build. Don't know if we can see what has smoked back here. It was back here that something was smoking. I've been looking all over this thing and had my nose down in everything, and I can't see what has blown here or should have made all that smoke. And the problem is that right here is two fans. So anything from down here or even up here, but there's not really that much, just these two big transformers. But anything around here could have been smoking and the fans would have blown out the smoke that way, and that would be what I was seeing. Don't think there's anything more that I can do than just plug back on power and see what happens. I think I'm gonna check out the batteries first, see what's up with those. It looks like there is like 8 batteries here. We can see 2 up here, and there's probably 2 here and 2 here and 2 here, so a total of 8. And it says that it's 48 volt DC battery module, so that must make them 6 volts a piece. But let's just take it apart and see what's. I think I know that brand. And there's a little bit of electronic down here. Is that something that could... There's a 100 amp fuse right there. think that is still good. That should be a 100 amp fuse. It says 100 amps, 32 volts. I'll just get a multimeter and we'll just measure the batteries. Okay, I'm expecting them to be really bad, all of them. So let's see. No, that's not really that bad. That's not bad either. I would have expected them to be really bad, but this is not that bad. I'll put it back together and try and plug it in, see what happens. And just keep the lid off and see if I can see what's giving off smoke. Something smells bad in here. Apparently this might be where the smell was coming from. The plug is really dirty and it smells really bad. Could it just be a bad connection in the plug? That is weird. Look at that. Yeah, that smells really bad. I think that's a bad connection in this plug that has... We're gonna try that again. See if it's just the plug that is giving away smoke. Extra one. Power it back on. This time it powers. Yeah, and it complains about the battery again. It's probably gonna start trying to charge the battery, and when it does that, that might be when it's drawing a lot of power. And not doing anything back there right now. It's not really doing anything right now, so it's just beeping annoyingly. It's just beeping annoyingly. So I'm just gonna get it. Oh. Okay, I said that a bit too soon. I'm just gonna turn off power here. But it's just the plug back here that is smoking. That's really weird. I've never seen anything like that. Smoking plug. I'll wait for a little bit. I'll try that again. I don't care about a smoking plug. Now that I have it unplugged anyway, and I do also turn off wall power, I'm gonna put the LED back on, because it's not as easy to touch anything dangerous when the metal casing is back on. And apparently it's just the plug that is acting up. Well, I thought that I was just gonna plug it back in, but as it turned out, the last time I tested it, it blew the fuse. There's like a, what is that, a 13 amp fuse in the house, 220 volts, 30 amp fuse, and even the dog is disappointed. And I went up, I have automatic fuses, and I went up there to plug it back in, and I couldn't. the fuse was dead. So not only did it smoke from behind the plug here, it also killed my fuse. So apparently 13 amps is not enough for this beast. The only thing that can draw us that much power to like melt my fuses, my good German fuse box thing here, would be if the batteries are drained. And I just unplugged this and want to show you what the battery voltage is, which is rather weird because when I measured the batteries they had a higher voltage than this, but they have been sitting for a while, so you can just, so they're at like 21 volts. So I think what I have to do is charge the batteries for a little bit before I try this again. So I'm gonna unplug the battery pack and put it down into the charger in the basement. So I carried the battery down here and it's sitting right beside my other hopeless course, which is actually charging a little bit now, but it's just like, oh, what is that, 10 milliamps charging into, and these are 18 batteries of 6 volts, so this power pack is twice as big in voltage as, at least. I don't know how these batteries add up, but I expect that this one is twice as big. And I'm gonna borrow the power supply from this one and charge this a little bit. I think I have to take off the cover to plug that in, because it's not very easy to plug it in there because I don't have that kind of a connection. I think I have to order some from China. Oops, I was wrong. These are 12 volt batteries. I didn't see that one coming. I was just wondering why there was 2 wires going into this one. I thought that's weird because it should all be one 48 volt battery, but it's actually 2 48 volt batteries. And then again it seems I'm wrong. I was pointing like one 48 volt battery here and one here. It seems that it's actually one here and one there. So that's how it's put together. Still working on charging this. It's always the same thing with this bloody thing. Every time I'm ready to record something, it turns on. Well, sorry about the noise. I have found a plus wire here and a minus wire over here. And let's just have a look at the multimeter and see how much it has actually dropped since we measured it upstairs. It's at 19.56 volts right now, so I'm gonna plug in the charger here. I'm gonna turn off everything first. There we are, off. And plug in the charger and turn that on. And it measures the voltage, and we're gonna start by charging it. It's not really charging right now. It's just giving an over voltage. It's probably putting over 100 volts on the batteries right now. Let's just measure that. Yeah, there's 106 volts on the batteries now, which is quite a lot. Try and turn on some more charging capacity. They're not really taking a charge. I'm gonna leave it there for a while. Well, after 10 minutes of pumping out water from the basement, the batteries are now taking a bit of a charge. 20 milliamps apparently. We can just cut it off and see what the voltage is. Maybe that one. It's about 30 volts now. So a few hours has passed and the battery is now charging. It's climbing still, but right now it's charging with 600, just about 600 milliamps, which is the largest amount I've ever seen out of that charger. But that's just because I've been trying to charge crap batteries. It's doing that. Let's see what the voltage over the batteries are then. You can see that on the multimeter up here. Turn that on. I have to be careful because it's DC voltage and it's 191 volts. It's not very pleasant if you touch that at all. And it's still climbing really good. Charging with 680 milliamps now. So now we're charging. This is a charger that works by overcharging the it's charging the batteries with a very high voltage. Oh, very high voltage. I think we're gonna turn that off. This is not good. These batteries are bubbling. They're ruined. So I should probably not have left these batteries alone. They're pretty hot right now and really bent. Like here. That's a shame. But they are old. So yeah, this was not what I intended. Apparently all the charge went to this side of the batteries, and this looks normal still, but yeah, these batteries are probably pretty dead. Haven't found a date on them, but yeah, they're worthless. I don't think it's a good idea to be using them for anything. Yeah, so now I got another dead oops, and that's kind of, I think it's number 5. Now I have 5 dead oopses that I'm not able to use for anything because the batteries are dead. So hope you got something out of this anyway. Thank you for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see the videos when there is more luck in them, when everything goes as planned and things work. Sometimes that happens. Have a nice day. Bye bye.